Hey, it's Opinionated Glenn. I'm back again. October 1st, nope, October 4th, 2011. And everybody knows this ain't exactly heaven. Who gives a fat rat's ass? Hey, I had to get this one in because the person that I'm going to talk about is getting up in age. And, you know, it's not polite or it's not socially acceptable, I guess, to talk about the dead. So I want to talk about him now, while he's still alive. This is about my father-in-law. Now, this guy's a real work of art. Now, this happened years ago. My kids were young, you know, preteens. We were going to one of my wife's cousin's weddings. And this cousin's parents happened to be holy rollers. So, you know what that means. We had I call these bring me a present weddings. There's nothing included, no food, no booze. Just bring me a present, stuff your face full of cake, and hit the road. So we went to this bring me a present wedding. Had our token cake, gave them our wedding present, and we're about to leave. Well, my father-in-law, who was very well-to-do, this guy retired at 50, ran off of his wife and young kids. They were fairly young. After 23 years of marriage, run off with this pig. She was, I don't know how old. We'll say she's at least 20 years younger than him. But, you know, she gave him a little bit of action. You know, sort of soothed his cough. Made him happy. So he left his wife and kids. Ran off with his woman. Had all kinds of money. All kinds of businesses. Like I said, he retired at 50. Well, anyway, so we're at this bring me a present wedding. He says to me and my wife and kids and my wife's sister and husband, hey, let's go out to dinner. Get something real good to eat, some real food. Okay. Now, where I come from, a normal, something that's really socially acceptable, when you say, let's go to dinner, that means you're picking up the tab. So we go to this restaurant. Everybody eats. We eat pretty good. Time for the bill. This piece of garbage says, could we have separate checks? He invited us to dinner. He's very well-to-do. Well, this is why he was well-to-do. Because he kept all the money to himself. Him and his pig wife. He just left us hanging. Good thing I had some money on me. We paid for our own tabs after this guy asked us to dinner. Well, that's something that I'll never forget my entire life. When you invite somebody to dinner, if you're normal, you pick up the tab. But this guy was anywhere from normal. Now, I'll give you another example of his cheapness. For Christmas presents, now my kids were probably 13 and 10 or 14, 11. He sends them some trinkets that he bought at Disney World when he was living down in Florida. Hats, little alligators with the mouth that moved. I said, this is a Christmas present from a man that's very well off. Well, I'll never forget that. When he's planted in his grave, I'll never forget that. Either one of my kids. My wife tells me, growing up, when she graduated from high school, she got a car, but she had to pay for it, and it was a used car. When this guy married this woman with 2 kids, she left her original husband because he was an alcoholic, and she knew she could gouge this father-in-law of mine. When her kids graduated, he bought them brand new cars. I mean, brand new. But not his real kids. I'm sure they're written out of the will. But I got news for his wife. You know, by the time we get done contesting his will when he kicks off, there's not going to be anything left. The attorneys are going to eat it all. But we are going to contest the will, no matter what. His kids are getting nothing while he's running around with Pig Woman, 20 years his junior. Oh, you should have seen her when she was young. What a knockout. She used to wear skirts so short, I could smell that thing. I mean, it was exciting. But no reason to leave your wife and kids over. He could have did her on the side, left her stay with her alcoholic husband. But, okay, folks, so remember, just remember this. Whenever you invite somebody out for dinner, that means, unless you're of the persuasion or a true, rude, crude, and socially unacceptable piece of shit, you pick up the tab. Okay, good buddy? It's Opinionated Glenn saying, 2150. I'll take this one myself. 10-4 and good day.